Good morning. You just heard my buddy talking about embracing change, and I guess that's what our topic's going to be today. Good morning. I'm doing tea this time. So, when times get crazy, we can sometimes live in the moment of what we don't like and what we don't want, and stay stuck in this idea that we don't have what we want, we're not where we want to be, and then we get stuck in that idea, right? And that's not positive. There's no growth in that. And the truth is that a time like this is the best time for change. If things are already tough, then your risk is already minimized. Just go for it. What else could go wrong? What else could happen? And if I say what else can go wrong, I'd rather say things can't get better. Making sure we're intentional with our words. I'm reminded of a time where I kept saying things can't get worse, and boy, were they getting worse. And when I thought to myself, well, if our subconscious mind really doesn't recognize the difference between do's and don'ts, cans and can'ts, it's those action words that our subconscious mind is soaking in, then I would try this out. And I started saying, things can't get better, and immediately they did. So be intentional with our words. Take the time with uncertainty to be the time to say, F it, let's go for it. Just like me with this coffee show, Coffee with Kale. Like, what's it about? What am I doing? I don't know. I'm getting vulnerable and sharing my story. Once upon a time, I realized not that long ago that I was a man that had a lot of wisdom, that did not walk the walk. It's like I was a drunk dude telling other people about all this wisdom I had, only to go home and realize that I wasn't practicing what I was preaching. And that wasn't a very good feeling. And so, going sober for me was, the first actionable thing that I did that allowed me to make change happen in the right direction, in the direction I wanted it to go. That was, creating discipline in my life in order to do what I know that I need to do to get to where I need to go or I want to go. Sometimes we ask ourselves what we want, and we know what it really takes to get there, but sometimes we don't feel ready to do that, or we don't want to. Maybe we don't want to quit drinking. Maybe we don't want to stop smoking cigarettes. Maybe we don't want to stop self-destructing. Some people find comfort in sad places. I know that a long time ago, I used to write my best poetry when I was depressed. And it was, like this art came out of that. So anyway, right now is the time to change. If you want anything better, you want to try something, you want to start a company, you want to start a business, you want to get on social media, start a show. If you want to shoot your shot. It's never too late. There's plenty of stories about people that, there's a friend of mine, his mom, I want to say she was in her 60s, decided to go to school and get her law degree. And she did, and became an attorney. Like, it's never too late to do whatever it is that you want to do. One of my close buddies, I'm actually with him right now, he was talking about going back to school. He did go back to school, and now he's like, do I still go to school? Sometimes we get in these tight situations based on, life's events and things that are out of our control. And, I asked him, what do you want to go to school for? Because that's an important thing. Sometimes we think that by going to school, we're going to figure it out. And sometimes we end up just with a bunch of debt, and we don't end up getting a job with that degree. Although sometimes there's benefits to that. Sometimes you meet somebody that you end up starting the next Facebook or Google out of someone's garage that you met in college. So I don't think there's really a right or wrong answer of what someone does. Just like when my buddy talked about going back to school. Like if you feel that's what you should do, if you feel called to do that, then I would say then that's the right thing for you to do. And if at any point you're feeling directed to go another direction, then you're right to do what you're called to do. So take advantage of this time of uncertainty is also a time of opportunity to just risk doing something that that you're passionate about, that you want to do, shoot your shot. I'm shooting my shot, and sometimes my videos only have a few views. and sometimes that one person that watched it might reach out to me and tell me that they needed to hear that video, and it touches my heart. I'm like, I think we all want to put out a video and have thousands of views and feel like a little celebrity, but at the end of the day, as long as one person, you touched their heart, you made them laugh, you did something good, something positive, I think that's really all we need to do. So I'm shooting my shot, and it's scary, but I love it. I feel good about it. Right now I'm watching other people's podcasts that are, more evolved, more edited, different ways of telling stories. And I'd like to evolve this. I feel like there's a cooler way that I can tell these stories. I can be in different places. It's just a little difficult with the corona going on. I use that, I guess, as an excuse to just stay home, and I feel like that's also doing my part to be safe and not spread anything in the event that I were to get something. But, I still want to get a little better at my video production and editing it. And rather than it just being me in this one still shot doing a monologue, there's Chris Neistat. I've been watching him a lot and learning a lot about how he facilitates telling a story and how he collaborates different places and whatnot to ultimately tell his story. So I'm taking notes. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting there in my mind. So now's the time, guys. If you want to change, I appreciate everybody's support, which hit the subscribe button, join my channel, show your support. And if you guys ever want to reach out and talk about any of your ideas, I'd be more than happy to do some brainstorming with you. That's always fun. And I will encourage you to take a shot, take a chance. Time is always right now. And now is the time. Cheers.